Well, afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. This video is going to focus on preparing for the upcoming raids that are going to be starting for us tomorrow, Tuesday. I want to take a few moments of your time to make sure that we're all focused on the same page, that we understand what's going to be requested of us as far as our schedule and as far as participation, item level, who you need to talk to, all these elements. If you have any questions at all, please comment below or on the Facebook page where I posted the context of what I'm going to be reading to you. Make sure you click like also, so that way I know that you read it. And if you have an opinion, please share it. Okay, this is an open door forum as far as leadership. If you have any issue at all that you want to bring forward to the team, you can do so. Any idea, please contribute as much as you want and as much as you can. Okay, all right. So let's be clear that this is going to consume a lot of your free time for the next few weeks. And then, like I said, we're going to be settling it into a routine. This is stuff that I've gone over in the meetings, which we're not going to really have that many of going forward unless, there's some sort of issue, it's a drastic element that we need to address and be on top of when we have a meeting at that point. All time for raids is going to be that. It's going to be for either raiding or for talking. So that way we can make sure we can organize ourselves within a block and a set schedule. Okay. But make sure that you're communicating clearly, not only to your raid leaders, but also to your family and friends. Make sure you get good sleep, the best that you can. I know between work, friends, relatives, sleep, food, all these things that are associated, it can become really daunting to raid several days in a row, especially in the block hours that we're going to be doing. But I think it's the best schedule that's going to put us in the best position to be one of the top server raiding guilds that are available on Dragonblight Fenris, and who knows globally, who knows North American-wise. I'd like to make our stamp. I'd like to make the VHR be something that is spoken of with reverence and desire to want to participate with and to work with. As far as your RLs, moving forward, we had a complex system that we have, but as far as where we need to be putting our energies as far as recruitment, leadership, and management, we're going to condense it a little bit and then expand it as more players become involved. Naturally, raid teams flex in their size, going from being a set amount to a larger amount, and usually it dwindles out. We can always see this kind of a wave as we've gone through the content. So currently for the raid that's coming up involving the Emerald Nightmare, you're going to want to make sure that all communications are sent to 2 players. That those players are Boom Heals and the Demon Hunts. Okay, make sure that if you have any communication that you need to make with them involving you being late, involving issues, involving strategy, anything relative to raiding, you want to make sure that you send it to them. And I highly recommend that the best form of communication, hands down, will be via in-game mail. Okay, make sure that if you do send it to one, send it to both, so that way they are always on top of what's going on, and then that way they can communicate appropriately to the other leaders that are in the guild and myself. Okay, preparing consistently on the upcoming bosses and trash. I've posted the kill orders. We're going to be going for Nathandra, Il'gynoth, the Dragons of Nightmare, so we'll call them dragons. Ellen Rin Farrell, I hope I said that right. But we'll call her ER. We'll just ER. Ursoc, Cenarius, and Xavius. That'll be our kill order, so make sure that you know Nathandra, Il'gynoth, and the dragons intimately. Make sure that you have your cheat sheets available. I have mine, for example, typed up, ready to go over here. So that way, as I go forward, I set mine up for healing and for damage right now, but if I need a tank too, that's not a big deal. I'll type them up in the next couple of hours and have myself ready there too. Make sure that you do the same. Also, update your add-ons. Make sure that your add-ons are ready, but also make sure to turn them off if there is an issue going forward. If you go into the attempt and all of a sudden you start having lockups and things like that going on, turn off some of the add-ons until all that gets settled out. Also, tomorrow, expect a DDoS attack at some point. I know, for example, one occurred last night and I ended up dead in the middle of the ocean. So that was awesome. Thanks there. But just, prepare for it and make sure that you're ready. Being present, 100% attendance is requested for the next 2 weeks minimum. So that way we can get all the same raiders present on a consistent basis at 8:45 and up into the content and pushing into heroics. Now let's talk about schedule. Schedule is going to look like so. We're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday heroic, and then we'll see how our performance was. If we're struggling, for example, on the fourth boss that we attempt, which is again ER, if we start having trouble with that boss, maybe we'll try another one like Ursoc or Cenarius. Ursoc has been kind of toted as the butcher in format, and then a couple of different forums that I've read. So he's a gear check. You can overpower him, and you kind of got to have the gear to do so. So he's kind of like the gate, so that's why we're putting him on the back burner, and then Cenarius, and then Xavius. So based on how we do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll translate into whether or not we do heroic on Sunday. If it didn't go as well as we want, for example, or we can just clearly see that we're under geared and we're not performing as well as we need to be able to execute it, we're going to go into normal on Sunday and Monday. And then if we do heroic on Sunday, then Monday, no matter what, is going to be no alt left behind. Anybody 840 and up can do our normal run with us on that Monday. And what we're going to do is just do it on normal and see how far we can get and get some extra reps on those bosses that, might be a little bit past where we are, or at least, get even, so that way we have the kills on both ends. And that's going to continue on for 2 weeks. Now, as far as the schedule and signups, I'm going to post them tonight so we can maximize the total amount of players that are available at 845 and up to attend with us. And then I'm going to do I'm probably going to do like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and just do blocks of like 3 and 2. So you'll see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday go up, and then you'll see Sunday, Monday go up, and Sunday, Monday will go up relative to Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay, so if you can attend, right, make sure that you send the necessary email or in-game mail, to Boom Heals and the Demon Hunts, so that they know who's going to be attending and not if there's an issue. But like I said, I expect 100%. I'm going to be there 100% of the time. I need everyone else to be there 100% of the time moving forward. Okay, so if you're going to be late, make sure that your tune is out front and that you have everything that you need to make sure that you're prepared to raid. So you can log in, get on Discord, walk in the instance, boom, we're ready to go. Whether we're doing attempts on a boss or we're doing attempts on trash. Oh, another thing too about bosses and whatnot, learn the trash too. We're going to get a little cheat sheet put together in the next few hours, maybe today or tomorrow, depending on when Dan can send that to me. But we're going to talk about that, and we're going to try and organize our trash so that way we do a much better response as far as how to go after them. Because sometimes, man, trash could just be stupid and just straight wreck you if you don't know what you're doing with it. Even in the later stages when you do have item level and you're more prepared for the instance. So, make sure you know about the trash moving forward too, and then that way we can appropriately attack it. Now, as far as what does everything you need mean, I don't want everyone to go and blow, 500,000 gold between now and tomorrow, to get the necessary pots and the necessary food. And enchants and things like that, because why go and put the best enchant on your neck when you might raid Tuesday and we might kill a boss or two, and your best in slot neck piece might fall down. So then you got to go and blow 10k again or 15k again on the enchant or whatnot, right? Based on whatever the fee is currently. So what I mean is just make sure you're working on those enchants, make sure you're working on that food, make sure you're working on your potions, and make as much gold as you can between now. After about 2 weeks, and we get into like the third Tuesday going forward, then I'm going to start making sure that everybody has it, and we'll be checking for it, making sure you're using double pots and everything else. So we're going to kind of let things settle out, let all those other guilds spend all their money and whatnot. We're going to make money, and then we're going to make sure that we push forward on skill and hours served. Okay. Also, moving forward, Zolta and Zyla are, I hope I said that right, I probably didn't, Alex can be all over me on that one, are on bank duty until the team expands and we need more raid leaders present for communication needs, okay? Anything that's relative to raiding items, send it to them so that way they can document it, and then in turn, we can make sure that we can get an award going forward involving EP for participation. We need to make sure that we're making as many potions as possible, we're making all of the flasks that we can, and then the current food that's relative on a consistent basis moving forward. Like I said, your focus at this point needs to be that you're putting your energy into your tune, into what's necessary also to raid at a high level, okay? And then our goal, I want to state our goal, it's to lead this server on kills, all right, regardless if that's in, that's in every level, normal, heroic, and mythic, all right. And we need to take that challenge on ourselves, that we're always focused in that point, so that way we're always moving towards it, no matter what. Everything we're doing is to go towards it with a positive nature. We don't need to be at each other's throats. We don't need to be yelling at one another. We don't need to be, there needs to be no negativity. We need to just focus on attempts and doing the best we can to be as prepared as possible. Okay, like I said, signups go up tonight. We already got the block schedule. I already talked about that. When you're done reading what I posted on Facebook, please click like so that I know that you read through it and that you're participating in raiding. And have a blessed day. Again, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.